Okay, webinar is live. If you're out there on my channel, you should be able to hear me talking. Hello? 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 Oh, I gotta put my earbuds in. Shit. Silly person. Hello? Hello? Now I hear me. Good evening, everybody. And as a few of you already know, we've had a couple of technical glitches getting from where we were to where we are right now. So I'm assuming everybody's out there. Let me just check this point, make sure that we really are, this whole system really is working right now. Jane, just give me one more go ahead in the chat. We've got a live video and we have an audience and people can hear and see everything. As many of you may not know, Google Hangouts moved over to YouTube Live this week, and everything's working fine. All right, everything's working. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to what we are calling New Heights. And let me be the first one to congratulate you on taking the very first step on a journey to new heights. I'm about to share with you a powerful message that has changed our lives and we believe can change yours too. And I want to tell you now, if you've said all of your life, you're never in the right place, you're never at the right time, you're never going to be able to say that again after tonight. Tonight, you're going to find that you are in the right place at the right time for an amazing opportunity. Let's talk about this. We're on a mission. We call it the Green Rocket. And our destination is new heights. And what's going to take us there? Again, we call it the Green Rocket. It's already taken off, but there's still time to jump on. Time is of essence, and we're going to see that as we move on through the rest of the presentation tonight. The question is, are you ready for new heights? You know, there really are only two types of people. There's going to be people that embrace this opportunity and will see new heights, and there's people that don't, and they will see the taillights. Which one are you? Are you going to see the opportunity, or are you going to see the risk? There's an awesome opportunity sitting right in front of you right now. Our vision, our mission is to eliminate toxins from everyone's life, one household at a time. We encourage families to embrace new heights of health, wellness, youthful appearance, financial freedom, and quality of life. This is what we do. But first, let's examine a reality for many people. The reality is we have a problem all over the world, and especially in the United States. It's called unexpected toxic overload. If you're like the average home, there are hundreds of man-made toxins and chemicals entering you and your family's bloodstream 24/7, constantly and silently. What's that doing to your family's health? Unexpected toxic overload. In a recent study, toxicity levels were measured in the umbilical cord of 10 babies in the womb. Hundreds of chemicals were found. That's right. Babies in the womb already contained toxic chemicals. On the average of over 100 chemicals per baby. It starts in the womb. And what about your home? It takes just 30 seconds for cleaning chemicals to enter the bloodstream, coming up through the feet of a barefooted child, or you for that matter, and in 8.5 minutes, those chemicals are in the liver or in the kidneys, and they accumulate. And what's the true cost of beauty? Most people don't know this, but by 9 a.m., the average woman has put on over 120 chemicals. The average man, nearly the same amount. These chemicals have absorbed cost of beauty into the bloodstream. And I heard some feedback.
We see yourself, but not your screen.
They don't see the screen. They don't see the screen. Okay. Let's try that again. Now do you see? Do you see the share? Again. Do you see the share now?
Yes, it says.
Okay, should I start over?
No, you can
see the share? You know what? I could just go back and flip through the first slide.
You see the share now? Yes, it says.
Okay, should I start over?
No, you can see.
Okay, you'll have to drop out. All right, so hopefully you can see the slides now. We'll just run through the first few slides real fast. Congratulations, you've taken the first step, and you are in the right place at the right time. We're on this green rocket, and the question is, are you ready for new heights? And there really are only two types of people. People that will see and embrace the opportunity, and people who won't. And we are on a mission to find the people who will see and embrace the opportunity. Which one are you? Now, our vision is to eliminate toxins from everyone's life, one household at a time, and to encourage families to embrace new heights of health, wellness, youthful appearance, financial freedom, and quality of life. And that is what we do. But first, let's examine the reality. Like I said, we have a problem all over the world, and especially in the United States. It's called unexpected toxic overload. If you're like the average home, there are hundreds of man-made toxins and chemicals entering you and your family's blood constantly and silently. And what's that doing to your family? And in a recent study, as I talked about already, the blood was measured in 10 babies still in the womb, and everyone was found to be infected already with toxins. And children walking barefoot on your floor, it takes 30 seconds for the cleaning chemicals to enter their bloodstream and 8.5 minutes to accumulate into the liver and the kidneys. And what's the true cost of beauty? By 9 a.m., 120 industrial chemicals have absorbed into the average person's bloodstream. And these are coming in from the shampoos, conditioners, lotions, potions, underarm deodorants, etc. that you're using. And what's in your food? Pesticides, hormone disruptors, environmental toxins, GMOs, gluten, growth hormones, and more. So, are we overexposed? Well, what do you think? What's the long-term cumulative effect of all this constant toxic overload? You might think the government is protecting you, but it's not. The personal care industry is self-regulated. Companies legally increase profit by using cheap toxic chemicals proven to harm the consumer. These chemicals include carcinogens, neurotoxins, hormone disruptors. Chemicals in most of your personal care products are not only linked to minor skin and eye irritation, but directly linked to cancer, allergies, liver and kidney problems, reproductive issues, Alzheimer's, degenerative conditions, and more. A couple of examples. In recent studies, 98% of breast tumors autopsied contained parabens. Alzheimer's patients have a higher percentage of aluminum in their brains. Where are these coming from? Again, they're coming from the chemicals that you're putting on your body. It's a wake-up call. Look at our children. 1 in 3 is overweight. 1 in 6 has learning disabilities. 1 in 9 has asthma. 1 in 10 has ADHD. 1 in 12 has food allergies. 1 in 20 has seizures. 1 in 54 U.S. males have autism. 50% of all U.S. children have chronic illness or are overweight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wake-up call. What lets us believe that this is okay to continue? We have to fix it. You have the power. We can minimize the toxic overload. What if you simply reduced the man-made toxins in your home by half? What impact would that have on your family's health? Shouldn't your home be the safest place on the planet for your children and their kittens? How can you reduce the toxic overload? Look, your body was not designed to be a 24/7 sponge for man-made toxins and chemicals. This is how those parabens got into those breast cancers, for example. Your body doesn't know what to do with these things, so it simply tucks them away somewhere in a corner. And the way out is to choose organic. Choose organic food, supplements, skincare, personal care, baby care, laundry, household cleaners. And you might say, oh man, that's a big change. But we can take it slow. We can take it one step at a time, and you can be the solution. The solution to superior health, reach. So let's help everyone live free, toxic free, and financially free. Now, how many people do you know that brush their teeth, take a shower, put lotion on their face or on their baby? Let's talk about toothpaste for a moment. Have you ever looked at the box on your toothpaste? Here is a typical toothpaste box. It says, directions, do not swallow. Warning, keep out of reach of children under 6. If more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed, contact the Poison Control Center right away. Do you know any children that don't swallow their toothpaste? Excuse me? Your mouth is the second largest absorption system right after an IV. These chemicals go directly into your bloodstream from the soft tissue underneath your tongue. Now, let's look at some testimonials about our Sparkle toothpaste. My dentist asked, from Barbara B. My dentist asked, at my 6-month cleaning, I got the best report ever. My hygienist and dentist couldn't believe how much I improved. Stronger gums, no deep pockets, and very little calcium buildup. They asked what I changed, and I said, Sparkle. My dentist passed my cards to his staff and said, his patients can really use Sparkle. From Alicia M. Works better, costs less. I met a man using a natural toothpaste. He wanted a sample packet of Sparkle. His words exactly, I am switching my toothpaste because Sparkle works better and costs less than Rembrandt. From Wendy, no receding gums. I've had severe gum issues since high school. almost no top gums, and I lost half on the bottom. After only 3 weeks of Sparkle, I started to see a huge improvement. I have 70% back on the bottom and 50% back on top. I didn't know it could be reversed, but my gums are growing back. Plus, my girls have always had yellow teeth, and now they are white. Just a few examples, and I personally, ladies and gentlemen, use Sparkle toothpaste, and I will tell you that you will never, ever, ever, ever get me to walk into a store again and buy a tube of toothpaste. Never. Over my dead body. Make simple changes. Start somewhere. You can start with your toothpaste, your shower gel, and your shampoo. And these items alone can reduce your morning chemical intake by up to 75 toxic substances. It's a beginning. You can investigate your product's toxicities by going to the Environmental Working Group, and there's the website, www.ewg.org/skindeep. The Environmental Working Group is a nonprofit, independent organization that has analyzed tens of thousands of products, and they have a database that reflects the hazard level of individual products on a scale of 1 to 10. So you can become a conscious consumer and find out what's in the products in your home, and then choose to make a change in those products. Our products are body nourishing and safe. We have personal care products, spa and beauty products, baby care products, therapeutic certified organic essential oils, dental care, and household cleaning. All products 100% certified, toxic-free, organic, and wild-crafted, and they can help transform your health and life dramatically. Let's talk about acidosis. How many people have that? Do you know, is your body acidic or alkaline? And I'll tell you that it is almost always acidic, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But let's look at the symptoms of acidosis. The central nervous system, headaches, sleepiness, confusion, loss of consciousness leading to coma, muscular, seizures and weakness, intestinal, diarrhea, respiratory, shortness of breath, coughing, heart, arrhythmia, increased heart rate, gastric, nausea, vomiting. Look at these pictures. These are unhealthy red blood cells. These are red blood cells that exist in an acidic environment. They're misshapen, they're clumped together, and they are inefficient in transport of the vital nutrients and oxygen that your body needs. And look at the healthy red blood cells in an alkaline environment. We have the best alkalizing line of products available in the world. Dr. Otto Warburg, one of the 20th century's leading cell biologists, was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1931 for his groundbreaking work demonstrating that the root cause of degenerative disease is too much acidity in the body. Ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't a crack scientist. He won the Nobel Prize. Is your body acidic? I'll tell you that it is. Our products are balanced. pH nutritional products, vitamins and other supplements, non-GMO, vegan, alkaline, soy-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, no heat dehydration, and no artificial ingredients. Our shakes, 7.365, organic and wild-crafted protein shakes. 7.365 is the ideal pH for the human body. That's what our shakes will help you get. Our super reds, wild-crafted, the equivalent of 5.5 pounds of super fruit in every tiny scoop. Our super greens, earth greens, a powerful ionic charge allows organic earth greens to microcluster to your cells for superior bioavailability. Be Natural tabs contain every human ingredient to sustain life, 22 amino acids, 27 minerals, enzymes, and coenzymes, and more products coming in the very near future. Now let's look at some testimonials. Let's just look at this picture on the upper left. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't make this stuff up. This baby was born with this skin rash. The doctors tried, and I believe it was for 2 months, the doctors tried to clear the rash. The mother did everything she was told to do. Finally, out of desperation, she took matters into her own hands. She took our sanitizer spray and sprayed it on the baby, and I think you can see the result after 2 weeks. Completely cleared. Look at this beautiful woman in the bottom left. Wouldn't you like to see a change like that? Our anti-aging product line after 2 months. Look at how beautiful her skin looks. Look at the picture up in the upper right. Anti-aging after 2 weeks. Look at how much decrease there is in the lines underneath this gentleman's eyes. And skin problems for 20 years. This gentleman, actually person, I don't know that it's a gentleman, this person had a skin problem for 20 years, and after sanitizer plus body butter for 2 months, the problem was solved after 20 years. And here's another testimonial. This gentleman on the left, Dr. Louis Sandoval Jr., is on his deathbed. This was Thanksgiving 2011. He was in the hospital fighting for his life, and for the second time, morbid obesity was taking its toll on him. The doctors called it out straight: lose the weight or lose your life. We met Lou in July of 2012, and that's him on the left in his bed. Now, that's also him on the right. Lou has successfully lost 283 pounds and regained his health and life. Lou attributes his weight loss to faith, a 6-day per week exercise program, and Asante products. He took the Asante 7.365 pH shake, the Earth Greens, and the Super Reds that we talked about in the previous slide. An amazing transformation. Here's a few more. Blemishes cleared in 2 weeks using our alkaline nutrition and anti-aging products. Here is a USDA organic essential oil wrap, 2 times applied, 45 minutes each. You can see the before and after pictures, a significant difference. Look at the sunless bronzer, 5 days. It activates your skin's vitamin D receptors and helps boost immunity. Look at the thinning hair, Be Naturals after 2 months. And look at the alkaline weight loss. Age 56, lost 30 pounds in 12 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, we like helping people, and that's our mission. Do you like to help people too? Well, most people do. We have a desire to help people, and we have the green rocket vehicle that can allow them to reach new heights and capture their dreams. Now, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes for just about 10 seconds, unless you're driving a car. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But I want you to close your eyes, humor me, and give me 10 seconds, and I want you to look at your life a few years from now, and I want you to tell me what you see. I want you to see your dream life. Where do you live? Where do you vacation? What do you drive? What's your life look like? Do you have a vehicle to get there? Now you do. Let me share it. What if you could get paid for sharing products you believe in with the people you love? It's that simple. You try the products, you get the results, you share them with your loved ones. Let's talk about non-traditional income. Many people with traditional incomes in our society have a one-paycheck mindset and a one-deposit destiny. But what if, sort of like a real estate broker, you could go out and build a marketing team, and every time they sold something, you got paid a commission on every sale, every time. How's that sound to you? Sounds pretty good to me. This is what we call accelerated income, income beyond your paycheck and beyond traditional income. Talk about linear versus residual income. Most of us are familiar with linear income. That's what you get when you go to work. You work a day week. You work an hour, you get paid an hour. You work 40 hours, you get paid 40 hours. You start over at the end, at the beginning of every week, you start at zero. But residual income, non-traditional, is unlike a paycheck from a job. With residual income, you don't have to start from zero every week. You do the work once and get paid over and over, month after month, year after year, sort of like royalties on a record sale or book sales. You know, as an example, people on your team, and they each work 1 hour per week. You get paid on 100 hours of productivity, whether you personally work 2 hours or 20. From J. Paul Getty, the first billionaire in the United States, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Pretty smart man, that J. Paul Getty. That's how he got to be where he got to be. Now, if you've studied Robert Kiyosaki, you know about the 4 quadrants. So let's just chat a little bit about those. In the upper left quadrant, the limited quadrant, we have 95% of the population, and that's probably where you are today, but we're going to change that tonight. But that's where only 5% of the wealth is. You have a job, and you plus your job equals income, and 100% of you gets paid, and you have no leverage and typically no time. In the lower corner, the left corner, you're self-employed. You have a business, but you really still own a job. You have no leverage. You're really still trading time for money, and you're starting over every day at zero. And people talk about wanting to be in business for themselves and how much freedom they're going to have and be their own boss. I used to own a business. I can tell you, that ain't the way it works. You're not in business for yourself. You're in business for your customers. You got lots of bosses, and if you don't do what they want, you're out of business, and you still have no leverage. But look at the upper right-hand corner, though. That's where you want to be. You want to have leveraged income. Only 5% of the population's there, but that's where 95% of the wealth is. You times people equal income. 1% times 100 equals, 1% of 100 people equals you. So you own a system, and people work for you. And that means money, and that means leverage. And as you generate income, you can graduate to the lower right quadrant where your money now goes to work for you, and it earns passive income that's not dependent on your present. Now, isn't that where you want to be? Don't you want to be on the right side of this? Well, that's where we're heading. So what's limiting your income? What limits do you have? What lack? What debts? What restrictions? You have salary caps. Isn't it time to do something to improve your finances? Let's talk about some numbers. Let's start in the upper left-hand corner. The old adage, grow up, get an education, get a job, go to work for the man, and retire with a gold watch after 40 years is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Most people go through an average of 7 careers in their lifetime. According to Forbes magazine, 70% of people hate their jobs. Do you hate your job? Do you love your job? It's estimated that Social Security is going to run out in 2033. According to Forbes, 60% of college graduates can't find a job in their field. They have $50, $60, $70, maybe $80,000 or more of debt, and they're flipping hamburgers in McDonald's. According to CNN Money, 19% of all homeowners owe 25% more on their mortgage than their home is worth. They're upside down. And ladies and gentlemen, for every 100 people who retire at the age of 65, and let's start at the right side, 29 are dead, God rest their soul. 63 are dependent on Social Security, family, friends, or charity. Now remember, that Social Security, it's running out. 3 are still working. That's them greeters there in Walmart. 4 have adequate capital put away for retirement, and 1 is wealthy. Only 1% of the population. Wouldn't you like to be in that 1%? Well, let's talk about how to get you there. Let's talk about the network marketing industry. It's a $178 billion industry globally per year. It's bigger than the National Football League, which is $9.5 billion, video games, $67 billion, worldwide music industry, $16.5 billion, and the movie industry, $80 billion combined. Over 200 million people will enter the network marketing industry over the next decade. Direct sales did $178 billion in 2013, up 8.1% from 2012. According to the Direct Selling News, in excess of 18.2 million people in the United States alone are distributors for network marketing companies, and that's an 8.3% increase. Direct selling accounts for $34.5 billion in sales in the United States alone. And like we said in the previous slide, the typical 40-year plan is history, with the average person going through 7 career changes in a lifetime. But 50% of all small businesses are home-based. Wouldn't you like to have one of them? Well, you can. If you stay with a network marketing company for 10 years, you have a 90% chance of being in the top 0.1% of money earners. And if you're in a big enough company, that'll make you a millionaire. Someone joins a network marketing company every 10 seconds. Every week, more than 55,000 people in the United States alone sign up as network marketers, 150,000 in the world. So you might think starting a small business is a good alternative, but the average cost to start a small business is $35,000. And it may be years before you turn a profit, if ever. Many small businesses fail in the first few years. But look at the industries that have created the most millionaires. Number one, real estate. Number two, network marketing. What is network marketing? Well, before we read what is network marketing, let's jump onto this picture. In traditional retail, you have a manufacturer, and then you have a wholesaler, and then you have a warehouser, and then you have an advertiser, and then you have a retailer, and they finally get to the consumer, and all those people take money. But in a network marketing company, you have a manufacturer, and in our case, you have you, the Asante Organics partner, and you go directly to the consumer. So network marketing is simply a distribution system or form of marketing which channels goods or services from the manufacturer to the consumer through a network of independent individuals. It's an extremely effective system that cuts out the middleman found in most industries. Let's talk about some considerations when considering a non-traditional business. What should you look for? Well, the first thing you want to look for is residual ordering. Are they going to buy it once, or are they going to buy it over and over and over again? Is it consumable? Do they use it daily, monthly? Most people use their toothpaste daily or more often. Their shampoo. How about universal appeal? Does everyone use it or need it? Well, you tell me. Does everyone you know brush their teeth? Is it recession proof? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that network marketing is the most recession-proof industry on the planet. When times are tough, more and more people turn to needing additional income. They turn to network marketing. Is it media promoted? Well, let's look at that from two aspects. One, does the media promote brushing your teeth and shampooing your hair? Oh, sure. Does the media promote the green movement? Ladies and gentlemen, the world's going green. It's doing it once, and you're ahead of it. Does the media agree? Yes, it does. We have enormous media support. Now, let's talk about timing. Is the company in momentum, or is it in stabilization? What does that mean? There are 4 phases in every company. There's a startup phase. In the startup phase, the company's spending more money than it's earning. And 90% of all companies fail in the startup phase. The startup phase can last anywhere from years to years, but when the company goes profitable, it moves into what we call pre-momentum, and that's the best time to position yourself in the company. The company has proven itself. It has survived its startup. It is profitable, and that's where we are today. And as the company moves through pre-momentum and gathers steam, it finally reaches a flashpoint where a lot of people begin to hear about the company, and people see the explosive growth and they want in. They see the exponential growth, and that lasts for maybe 18 to 36 months. And finally, the company reaches stabilization. It reaches market saturation. It's $1 billion global brand. You know, direct sales has created more millionaires than Google and Microsoft combined. What you want to do is you want to enter in the top 3% of the company. You want to get in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. Foresight is where fortunes are made. Do you see the vision? We are ahead of the wave. And we have a superior income plan. We offer 6 commission payouts. First off, you can just sign up a retail customer who can go to your online website and they can click and order, and you get 30% commissions paid weekly, no monthly purchase required, no minimums required. Now, if you enroll what we call discount pack customers or distributors, you get paid $50 to $100 for each Go Green discount pack customer that they purchase. And we'll talk more about that in another slide. You also have the opportunity to earn a $500 one-time pay to all executives who reach a certain quota within 30 days. And there are some rules, but there's a $500 one-time bonus that you can earn. Now, here's the exciting part. you get a 10% weekly override on unlimited wholesale website customers. So you build two teams, one on your left and one on your right, and those people below you purchase, and you get a 10% weekly override. Plus, the real exciting part, you get a 100% weekly override on unlimited personally referred business centers. It's called commission matching. And finally, there is a 1% annual profit sharing in unlimited countries for the first 50 executives to reach certain quotas in each country. Obviously, all of these have more rules, and if you want to learn more about it, get back with the person who invited you to this webinar tonight. But let me ask you a question. What would an extra, say, just $1,000 each month do for your family? Do you know in the last 15 years, an extra $400 per month would have stopped 80% of all bankruptcies that happened? That's huge. What would it take to give you just a little cushion? The green revolution is here to stay. The demand for organic foods and non-toxic household and personal care products is increasing daily. Our target, everyone. And everyone is being educated by the media for us. The US market is currently $39 billion annually and is growing by, some say 10% per year, but many say it's really 15 to 17% per year. Green living is here to stay. And if you understand timing and trends, you realize why this is an exciting and lucrative business venture. So we need your help. It's time sensitive. We can't possibly get to the people quick enough who need our products, and they need our non-traditional income vehicle. Our world has a major problem. We have a solution. And we know you will want to at least start using a few products to reduce the toxic overload. So how does this work? You may be thinking, oh, that all sounds great, but can this work for me? Look, we have 24/7 online training systems. We have marketing tools to help you build your residual income. We have an entire support team of people who are vested in your success, so they help you succeed. If you're on our team, you're in our family. We don't succeed if you don't succeed. This isn't like traditional business where if you're not working out, we go fire you and hire somebody else. You're on our team. We come help you if you need help. We're here to help you. We're here to support you. So what are your next steps? First, decide if you see yourself more as a customer, product user, or as a business builder and a leader. Get on board the Green Rocket. Decide which daily products you'd like to replace first. And talk to your CPA about writing off your daily use products, because after all, you have a business. Get started achieving new heights with your own business. Now, there are two business builder options, $4.99 or $1.99. I mentioned them earlier. In the $4.99 business builder option, you get 27 below wholesale products. Now, it's up to you. But there are some business benefits to the $4.99 package. First off, as I said, you get 27 products. Secondly, when you approach people to work in your business, the first question they're going to ask you is, well, what products do you use? If you got 27 of them at home, you can answer with a straight face that, hey, I got 27 products that I love them all, and you will love them all. And then get ready for amazing training, amazing support, and an amazing team. And in closing, first, I want to thank you for coming tonight. Sorry about the snafu in the beginning. We just had a couple little technical issues to work through tonight because of the change of platforms. But I want to give you from my heart to you. I joined this team 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago now, 9 months ago myself. I've been around network marketing for over 20 years. You cannot be in a better place at a better time with a better family and support system. So come grab our hand, lock arms with us, join the family, welcome aboard. And that's all there is in the presentation. But because we are on webinars on their platform, you're going to see me go through a shutdown procedure.